A Pete Buttigieg supporter discovered Buttigieg's sexuality for the first time. Now, to be fair, Buttigieg doesn't really talk about the fact that he's gay often. I know that he has gone public with it. So Nikki Heaver is the precinct captain in Cresco in Howard County, okay?
100%.
And so she is
responding to the concerns that have been raised by someone who supported Buttigieg, but apparently hadn't done a lot of research about him.
Oh wow, she's unique. There aren't very many voters like that. Usually voters are super aware of what's going on. But nonetheless, let's take a look at what happened.
Are you saying that he has a same-sex partner? He? Yes. Yes, he does. Are you kidding?
Yeah, he's married to him, yes.
We need to find out if that's serious.
Then I don't want anybody like that in the White House. So can I have my card back?
I don't know. He signed it. We could go ask.
I never knew that.
Well, so the whole point of it is, though, if he's a human being, right? Just like you and me, and should it really matter? That's what.
Well, he better read the Bible.
He does, and he says that God doesn't choose a political party because.
Why does it say in the Bible that a man should marry a woman then?
Well, I totally respect your viewpoint on this. I so totally do. But I think that we were not around.
How come this has never been brought out before?
It's common knowledge.
I never heard it.
How come you've been hiding this the whole time?
It is shocking that a homophobic person wouldn't be fully aware of what's going on in this election.
Yeah, let's just briefly, so Jacory raised a great point that I didn't notice the first time. It's like, so this woman is like, no, not in the White House, not interested, it's wrong, it's not by the Bible. But like, the language has been shifted by the advance of tolerance in this area so much that even her, who's gonna reject him, she's gonna take her vote back, she says he has a same-sex partner? Like she's almost like, wait, are you telling me he's in a loving, committed relationship? Not in my Bible. It's like you're being you're being almost tolerant. You're so close to tolerant.
Yeah.
He was so. Are you telling me Bernie Sanders, some kind of socialist? Why have they been hiding this the whole time?
Instead of him.
Them. Yeah.
That's an old school story we did back in the day, Epic Mountain Man.
It's like the 50th most important thing about him.
Yeah, I don't care about anyone's personal life at all. I mean, maybe some people's personal lives I care. Like I find it fun and interesting to know about.
I don't want to know anything about anyone's life, and I want to forget much of what I know about mine. Like, stop focusing on that.
You're in a bad place. You want a hug?
I'm good.
It's gonna be all right.
I wish you could ask the follow-up question. Okay, so ma'am, okay, you're not gonna vote for him. You think it's wrong, Bible, all that stuff. So just like talk for a little bit. When you decided to support him, why were you supporting him?
She has no idea.
Was it because you believe he's upholding a biblical lifestyle or whatever? What led you to support? Like, there's so many candidates, and you were like, nope, Buttigieg. I want Buttigieg until I find out like the first thing people knew about him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who did she end up supporting? Did anyone find that out, by the way?
No. Until like about 5 minutes ago, I didn't even know this woman existed, and I kind of want to go back to that place. That was a good place to be in. Look, there's a lot to dislike about Buttigieg, and his personal preferences and sexuality has nothing to do with it. Like, I don't care. And him having a male partner, him being gay, that doesn't impact that woman's life at all, not even a little bit, not even a little bit. And the thing that frustrates me the most about politics, and this is not unique to the United States, is that people base their votes on nonsense that has no impact on their lives. But when it comes to the very things that do have impacts on their lives, they don't, explore it, they don't investigate it, they don't ask themselves about it. I'm making a broad generalization. I don't think most voters are like this, but a lot of them are. And I don't know how to fix it because it's a complex issue. I mean, being informed about politics takes a lot of time, it takes resources, and people are exhausted. They're exhausted because they work all goddamn day, okay? And they work harder than ever before, but they get less for it. And people are freaking struggling. So like, it's really, I think it's snobby as hell to tell voters who aren't necessarily fully informed, hey, you need to do more research before you support a candidate. No, I think we need to create a system that makes it easier to live and not spend every waking moment of your life working.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe if you are going to have these sort of arbitrary disqualifying things, then do some research.
Yeah,
if you believe you have no right to be in the White House if you're gay, find out if the person's gay, maybe?
Yeah, and let me be clear, I'm not, and my comment isn't specifically in regard to that woman. That woman looks like she might be retired. I don't know, right? Yeah. But I'm just kind of making a statement about how people base a lot of their votes on things that don't really matter that much. So, I mean, you took a bunch of political science classes, right? My favorite type of class in political science was like American politics, where you kind of get into the psyche of the electorate. And a lot of people, like, they just stick to a party. Like, they don't even know the names. Like, they don't know the people at all. And they'll see the D or the R in front of the candidate and like, all right, I'm a Democrat, so Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. Yeah. But no, like, there's terrible Democrats, there's terrible Republicans. Yeah,
and also, like, so we've been covering, the craziness in Iowa and everything. We've said multiple times, first of all, that Buttigieg might win, but also that, like it is actually impressive. Like, I don't like what he's done to get the money to be able to do all that stuff, but just the fact that, I mean, you've never had a candidate before who was openly gay and that was able to accomplish this, regardless of anything else about them. But the reason that it's impressive is because, like, we still live in America, and America is evolving, kind of, but very slowly. And that wasn't a Republican voter that wandered into that. That's a woman who sees herself as a Democrat, so much so that she's gonna engage in a caucus. She's gonna go and spend hours just debating Democratic politics. And she thinks gay people, no, 100% gay person cannot become president. That's our party still.
Yeah, of course it's our party. This is the country that we live in. We can't lie to ourselves and pretend like we've gotten past the homophobia that's deeply ingrained in this country. Like, it wasn't until 2012 that gay couples were finally allowed to get married. Like, let's be realistic here about where we are and where we've been and how much more work there is to do. There's still no federal protections for the LGBTQ community. There just aren't. We still have these ridiculous discussions about how we can't allow transgender people to use the bathrooms that they identify with because we're worried that they're gonna rape women. Like, those are the kinds of conversations that still take place. That's the reality. Like, let's take a good hard look at what America is, okay? Let's stop lying to ourselves and telling ourselves all these little fairy tales about how great we are. We're not great. We're deeply flawed.
Yeah, you and I are okay.
I think I'm great, but
so by the way, the caucus, like the precinct captain or whatever for Buttigieg, was trying her best to push for her candidate and be respectful of this person's horrid beliefs.
Yeah.
And you can watch more. There's way more to the video. She was trying so hard to be understanding and still advocate for. Like, I feel for her.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do what she did.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.